Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm back with another Jellycat transparency video, and I'm going to be taking you through all the Jellycats that I got in the month of July, including price breakdown in pounds and also in US dollars. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. The very first Jellycat I got in July was the beautiful Lazulia Dragon, and honestly I wasn't sure about her to begin with, but then I caved, and I'm actually so glad that I did, because I know that I would have been really sad if I missed out on her. I was trying so hard not to buy her, but then my friend Emma texted me and she was like, "Are you getting the dragon? It's live on the website." And then my other friends as well were messaging me saying like, "Why aren't you gonna get it? You'll regret it." And I'm so glad that I got her because she is just so soft. I can't even explain it. I used to think that Bashful Bunnies and my Malachi Dragon were like the softest Jellycat that you could ever get. But I think this is the softest Jellycat I've ever touched in my life. Like now when I touch my Malachi Dragon, it actually feels kind of rough in comparison, which I didn't think would ever be possible. But yeah, I did cave and I got her, and she was super expensive. I think she might be an online exclusive, but either way, she was £60 and in US dollars, she was 75. Next up we have the fluffy octopus, and I just love her. She's so adorable. I think that it's really cute that she's got beaded eyes, and my friend May actually told me about a stockist that had her in, and if it wasn't for her, I don't think I'd have my hands on the fluffy octopus. So I got her from a store in England called Daniel's of Windsor, and it's like an independent department store. And I don't know how I got so lucky, because they like sold out in just a few days online, because I kept checking afterwards, and I'm just so happy with her. I think she's actually a really good price. She is £15 and I believe she is 20 US dollars on the Jellycat website. But yeah, she is small, but for a small Jellycat and a more budget Jellycat, I actually think it's pretty good that she's got beaded eyes, because usually smaller Jellycats don't have beaded eyes. So I'm just really happy with her, and I can't thank May enough, because without her I wouldn't have the fluffy octopus. Next up we have the Amusible Coral, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Honestly, I'm blown away by all the messages I've received of you guys trying to help me find my wishlist Jellycats. And I actually ended up getting her from a local shop in Bristol, and she was the first one I looked at. I did actually get to compare her and pick her out, but the first one was the one that I picked, so clearly we were meant to be. So she was £23 and in US dollars she is 28. Next up we have the fluffy turtle, and this again is thanks to one of you guys. So a lovely follower, Tracy, messaged me to tell me that a shop in Scotland called The Drawing Room was selling these, and I felt so lucky to get my hands on the fluffy turtle. And I had actually heard of this shop before, but I just never thought that they would actually deliver to a shop in England. I just thought it would be a bit too far, but they did UK shipping for like £6, which I think is really reasonable. It's so funny though, because the day that he arrived, the card collection got the fluffy turtle in, and the card collection haven't had the fluffy turtle in all year. They did have the fluffy octopus in about 3-4 months ago, and I do remember seeing the fluffy seahorse and the starfish there around Christmas time last year, but they hadn't had the turtle in. So it's so typical that they managed to get them in as soon as I'd bought mine, because I'd been asking for it for the longest time. So the fluffy turtle was £16. He was actually £1 more than retail, but if you get him off the Jellycat website, he is £15 or 20 US dollars. And I think it's fine that they added £1 onto it. It's a small gift shop and they need to add a bit of a markup, so I completely understand that. So yeah, love, love, love him, and I can't wait to take him on holiday with me. I think he's a perfect Jellycat to take on holiday because he's summery and he's so small. Someone did leave a comment though in one of my shorts saying, am I the only person that sees this Jellycat is upside down? Because I think they think that the shell would usually be like that and then the face would be that way, which I think makes sense. So I'm not sure why it is like wide at the bottom, but he's super cute. I love him. Next up we have the Bashful Lamb, which I got from the same shop as my fluffy turtle, and I absolutely love her. I've never seen her in person before, but she is retired, so that's probably why. But she is just like the Bashful Bunny, but with a lamb face. I personally prefer her to the Smudge Lamb because she sat upright, and I definitely prefer her to Lolly Lamb. I just think she has a cuter face and she's a lot softer. But I still love Lolly Lamb, and I know a lot of you have her, but that's just my personal preference. And yeah, I just can't believe I have her. So she was £26, and in US dollars, I believe she was about 35. But because she is now retired, I couldn't find a price on the official Jellycat US website. Yeah, look at her face. She's just so cute. I don't know if you can see, but she's got a very faint smile here. And then she's of course got the classic beaded eyes, and I love the like dangly legs she has, just like the bunnies. Next up we have the Vivaceious Pumpkin, and this has been on my wish list for literally a year, probably as long as the birthday cake was on my wish list. I couldn't believe that I found this Jellycat in the same shop as the Bashful Lamb and the Fluffy Turtle. I just feel like I struck complete gold. Like, I have no idea how they had this one in. And I think she's the perfect pumpkin. As I've said in my other video, I would absolutely love to add the Squishy Squash retired range with this Jellycat. I think it would look really cute all together as a collection. And she is just so squishy and soft. She's the squishiest Jellycat I've ever felt. She feels like a squishmallow, if you know what they feel like. I adore her, and she's the perfect size because she's just really petite, but she's not too small either. So she was £19, and on the US Jellycat website, she retails for $25 US. Finally, we have the Amusible Scuba Egg, and I think this one is so fun, and it's definitely one of my favorites. I just love the little flippers and the goggles, and the blue is just such a perfect choice of colour. And it's thanks to one of you guys for messaging me to let me know where this was in stock. And it's so typical because as soon as I got this one, he restocked on the Jellycat website and a lot of other stockists. But do you know what? I literally don't even mind because now I have him, and he just really makes my summer collection. I just think he really elevates it and brings a bit more of a sprinkle of fun, if you get what I mean. Because he's just such a funny Jellycat. Like, he's not too serious. He's a bit goofy. Well, he's not goofy, but I don't know. But I just think he's a great addition. So the Scuba Egg was £20, and on the US website, he retails for $28. So guys, drum roll. I know that I said in my last video that I was going to really try and hold back, and I didn't hold back because I've actually ended up adding like an 8th to my collection. So that is not good. That is really not good. And I am holding myself accountable here. So the moment you've all been waiting for, and I'll say drum roll again, the total amount of money I spent on Jellycats in July was £179, which is about $230 US. Now, to me, this is absolutely crazy. I don't know how I went so overboard. Again, I just want to reinforce that I am not trying to make anybody feel guilty about the number of Jellycats that they've got in this month. I'm not trying to compare myself to anyone else. I am simply just trying to hold myself accountable. And yeah, I know I said it before, and I know I said I was going to cut back in July, but I mean it. In August, I'm cutting back. I am on a Jellycat detox. I'm not buying any Jellycats in the month of August. And like I've said in my other videos, I've literally spent my August pot anyway. So it's not like I can be really proud of myself for not buying any Jellycats in August because I spent my August share in July. I went too crazy. But I just wanted to say that that is okay. And sometimes if you have these pots of money and you put something aside every single month, if you do dip into it a bit more one month, it can kind of balance out. So for example, in July, there were loads of Jellycats that I wanted because I wanted to have a kind of summery beach theme ready in my house. And I thought if I was going to buy any summer Jellycats, June or July. July would be like the latest time to buy them, because otherwise they'd only be on display for like 4 weeks, which isn't a very long time at all. Whereas in August, I won't buy any. So it's kind of like, I don't know how, I'm not explaining this very well, but it's kind of like you're spending, like you might be spending twice as much one month, but then you make up for it by not spending in the next month. So that is what I'm doing now. So I see a few of you have asked me some questions about what kind of makeup I use, questions about my life, like when my birthday is, if I have any siblings. On that note, I am going to be expanding my content a bit, because if I'm not buying as many Jellycats, I won't have as many to show you and make videos about, but I will still make videos about the Jellycats that I do own, and I'll be doing a display video very soon, which has been quite highly requested. But yeah, I will be expanding into other lifestyle things. But if there's anything specific that you want me to make videos about, then please let me know in the comments down below. I do have quite a few Q&A questions I need to get through, so please bear with me because it may take some time, and I am going away in August too. But I haven't forgotten about your other questions. So stay tuned for that. And again, I welcome any suggestions in the comments below. Okay guys, so I'm finally gonna stop rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!